Welcome to episode number 372 of the Genuine ScLoHo Media and Marketing Podcast. My name is Scott Howard, also known as ScLoHo. And you thought that I wasn't here because I let the music play a little bit longer than usual, didn't I? Well, this is an ongoing collection of media, marketing, and personal insights with a fresh update nearly every week since 2017. This is the audio reading of an article that you can read at my website. It's at scotthoward.me, scotthoward.me. Altogether, I've published over 1,600 articles, and this one is titled, Make It Personal. Even though I'm recording this at the Federated Media Studios in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I work for ScLoHo Radio, and this is being promoted by my employer, everything that I say or write is strictly my own thoughts and not necessarily the opinions of Federated Media or any of their affiliations and or advertisers. You know, one of the best marketing tips that I can give you is the title of this article and podcast episode. Make it personal. Despite all of the new tech and capabilities of AI-generated stuff, it's people that you need to connect with. This is my anniversary week. Kathy and I met 25 years ago, and we got married on St. Patrick's Day a year later. I've never had an ongoing daily relationship with anyone else for 25 years. Sure, my kids who are now 40 or close to it, I've known longer, but they are all over this country with their own families, so it's a bit different since they're under their own roofs, different from Kathy and I, who share a roof and a whole house for 2.5 decades. My challenge to you is to make sure that your advertisements and marketing messages are as one-on-one, personal, and a human relationship connection as possible. Let me say that again. My challenge to you is to make sure your advertisements and marketing messaging is as one-on-one personal as your best human relationship connection. Think about the characteristics that sustain that relationship that you have had, your best one that you've had. How can you mimic that and avoid ad speak in your marketing? Earlier this month, I touched on this as part of a presentation I made to some local business people, and I'll share in more detail what I shared with them in an upcoming article and podcast episode. In the meantime, here's my challenge. Take a fresh listen and look at how you and your business present themselves, and make a list of both the good and the bad as it pertains to making it personal. Remember, if you have any questions about advertising or marketing that you don't know who to ask, you can ask me. Email me, Scott at WOWO.com. That's Scott at WOWO.com.
Podcasts by Federated Media.